cars, explosions, and rock and roll. Rock and roll racing coming to Super Nintendo near you.
So dizzy. Whoo! I guess it's time for another video of great games that you never knew existed. Rock and roll racing is exactly what it sounds like. It's a racing game that plays a ton of rock and roll and is one of my fondest video game memories ever. Released in 1993 by Silicon and Synops, now known as Blizzard Entertainment, on both the SNES and Sega Genesis. Obviously no one played the Sega Genesis version because ew. But they were slightly different. SNES personally sounded like a slightly lower quality of the original songs, while the Genesis version sounded like this.
No, God!
Yeah, I know. People actually bought this console back in the day. Idiots. In this game, you race cars around multiple different planets, gaining money and points depending on where you place. You can then spend that money to upgrade your car or to buy a completely new type of vehicle. Go from a four-wheeler to a slightly better looking four-wheeler, or you can choose this futuristic Indy car thing right here. Then the obvious next progression is, hold on, either a freaking tank or a hovercraft. Yeah.
Freaking insane.
You also get to choose your racer from 6 different characters. You got Snake Sanders, Cyberhawk, Ivan Zeifer, my personal favorite Jake Badlands, and Tarkin. Mate, I think you skipped a driver. There's actually 7. Katarina Lyons. That's a girl. This is a racing game with cars. Girls don't drive cars. The races get slightly more difficult as you progress, the tracks start getting more confusing, and the other racers start upgrading their vehicles as well. You'll then need to start unloading your full arsenal if you want to beat these games on the higher difficulty. By far, the coolest strat is actually waiting for the other cars to go at the beginning of the race and using all your weapons right from the start. This isn't your granddad's racing game. Anyhow, this game features 5 rock and roll classics on the original version, such as Bad to the Bone, Highway Star, Paranoid, Peter Gunn, and my favorite, Born to be Wild. Certain other editions, however, had 4 additional songs, but if you're not playing the original,
Get the fuck out.
I'm not gonna lie and say this game is one of the greatest racing games of all time. That title belongs to Pac-Man World Rally back in 2006, but I always did have a blast with this game as a kiddo. Especially the versus mode with friends was where this game really shines, as the single player gets pretty repetitive after the first few races. It is fun going back and playing every few years though, hearing the announcer's witty commentary, and the overall sound design was just so amazing for its time. Now, just secretly, a legendary group of individuals released a remake of this game around 10 years ago, and it is so beautiful. I haven't played this yet personally, as I only recently found out about it after going back and researching for this game, but I will definitely be checking it out. I'll put a link down below so you can check out the remake also, as it looks amazing, and I always find it so cool when people put time and effort into beloved classics like this one. Lastly, there is a sequel to this game titled Rock and Roll Racing Red Asphalt on the PS1, but I like to just pretend that one doesn't exist. Anyways, I'm gonna give this classic 6 hardcore death metal watermelons out of 10. Thank you to our beautiful Patreon members. I love you as always. And to the rest of you, if you enjoy these shorter looks at the classics, then you should watch this one here.